Hi guys, this is your girl, Alicia Joya. I just want to thank you in advance for coming to my YouTube video and for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel, and also clicking that notification bell in the very beginning or at any time throughout this video, or any of my videos. I just want to give you guys a little notice that we're leaving this hotel in a week from today. I've already did some prep work in regarding to leaving already. Before we leave a hotel, about a week before we leave, I have to do a lot of prep work, meaning I have to streamline how much food we've got, our dry storage, food in refrigerators. We have to make sure we eat up majority of the food in the refrigerator so it's not being wasted. We don't go out to eat or get food anymore from restaurants anymore for this week. We also clean up any debris, any bags, any toiletries we've gotten from this place, any toilet paper. I mean, we streamlined it all during this time period because in the very beginning, I didn't do a very good job at doing that. What I did was I was a very disorganized mess, and I did not even think to pre-plan leaving a hotel 1 week before. So I'm going to unplug you guys from my computer, and I'm going to show you what I've done. I've already done prep work because it makes it less stressful that way. And I've already just paid for our next hotel for the next 28 days. And the nice thing about moving around so much is that we get a chance to explore new areas. I've met so many new people who are in the same predicament that I'm in, and I've made a lot of new friends through this whole process. I thought I would be able to make friends because I'm not usually the type that makes friends. So let me show you. I'm unplugging you guys. Sorry for shaking this. I'm plugging you guys. See the cord right here? Putting you guys over here. Also, we're getting ready in 2 weeks from now to get our guinea pig bonded with a new guinea pig. So, okay. This is our room. And you can see the beds are pretty clear. Okay. Say's over there doing his thing. That's my bed over there. My work clothes are there. My lunch is already ready to go. My bed, all of our bed stuff has been cleaned, changed. All we have left to do is just sweep the floor. The floor is pretty dirty. We have to organize the guinea pig area later tonight. Well, more like today because I have to be in bed at 2 p.m. and it's 11 a.m. right now. I have to clean out the microwave and the refrigerator like I always do. I try to keep things clean before I leave a hotel. And we have to eat a majority of the refrigerated stuff. There's going to be some stuff that's not going to be able to go. So I'm going to grab my cooler from storage tomorrow, so I can put this stuff and keep it cold while we're waiting from one hotel to the other. Because sometimes hotel rooms don't get ready by the time we get there. Before the coronavirus, we can be in a hotel by 1 p.m. But since the coronavirus, they don't have a lot of maids. So, yeah. So we have to wait a little bit longer to get our room. And we also have a very grouchy guinea pig for a couple days after we get into a hotel room. And imagine having 2 guinea pigs in about 2 weeks and having to learn how to move 2 guinea pigs. All right. It's a little dirty because I have to still clean, but I've streamlined all this stuff down here. My vegan cheese puffs are over here. The spicy ones and the regular ones are over here. Down here below, I've already organized the food, any sauces. You know those ketchup packets, those or you know those spice packets, the barbecue packets you get from places. Well, we actually save them all. We put them in our food. So here's that. I'm starting to streamline this. I just changed up all the towels in here. And we have to wash dishes. These are our dishes. The bathroom's pretty easy to streamline. Excuse the sound of the fan. It's very loud in here, but it's the only way we can get light. So this is the bathroom. All we have is shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and then the other body wash for my son. And then we also have the medicated stuff for anybody's dry scalp or dandruff. So we have that. This would be just like a minute to grab everything on that. So before we leave a hotel, wait, can you see this? Hold on. Bad camera work. Okay. Hello. We get rid of our sponges. Every time we leave a hotel, we throw away these sponges after we're done cleaning. Like the last thing I do before I leave a hotel, I actually clean the room. I know it seems like redundant. That's what the maids are for. But I mean, these people are hard workers. They have a lot of rooms to clean. And I just want to, make sure their lives are a little bit easier, to be considerate to them. I've already streamlined my bag down there. And I have my old uniforms from my first job, which I lost. So I'm going to put those in storage. And I'm also going to be putting a few more things in storage and grabbing the cooler, just in case we need it. So that is like, we're moving from one hotel to the other. So all I have to do is just fold up our blankets, put my stuffed animals away. Yes, I still have stuffed animals. And these are my childhood stuffed animals. I'll probably do a YouTube stream basically describing them completely. I'm charging up my backup charger for my phone and keeping it well charged. So when we leave one hotel, I always have a full charged cell phone battery. And then of course you see the cell phone on the bed. And forgot to mention, we have other stuff underneath here, which I've streamlined. These are our cleansers. Our cleansers and stuff like that, I always keep them separated away from the food. One thing I've learned from my current job, because sometimes I bag things at work, is that we don't bag the cleansers with the food products at all. Okay, so that's what I separate this side from this side. And since we've been changing hotels, every few months I will change. These are not only microwavable, but we also use these as plates, like for sandwiches and stuff. And they're really great for soup and top ramen. So, so we're getting ready to leave this hotel. I've had to learn to really streamline my life. You know what I mean? Right now, this is where I'm at. So this is what it is. You know what I mean? I used to be so angry and so bitter about this, and I used to be so frustrated with this, but now it's like an adventure every time I get a chance to have and see a new place to live at. We go exploring. Before the coronavirus, we used to go exploring every time I had a day off. This hotel room that I've got does not have a microwave, so I will be hijacking our microwave because since the coronavirus, the community microwave has been plugged. Yeah. And I'm going to keep my cooler because this last hotel tried taking away our refrigerator. So, and I literally had to buy ice because they took away the ice machine too. So we've had to learn how to adapt to all these different things. It's been really frustrating a lot of the time. And then half the time it's funny because, what I used to have, I've learned how to do without, and I'm actually happier with the without. Because we have a cleaner environment. We have running water at the old house. We didn't have running water. We had fleas. We don't have fleas here. We don't have an excess amount of dust. We have the power to clean up our stuff. Our old vacuum didn't really work too well. In fact, it sucked, and not the way it was supposed to suck. So I'm able to keep things clean. It's easier to streamline this. We've had to learn how to get along in a small space, especially during coronavirus and having to work the front lines. I've had to deal with my mom's mental issues head on, face to face. My mom has some issues with her mental problems, but I discovered that she's actually really grieving over my dad, and it's understandable. And I was so insensitive in the very beginning, and I should know better because my own husband's gone. He's been gone for over 12 years. And, there's still bouts when I hear a song of my late husband on the radio. I have to pull over on the side of the freeway because I'm crying my eyeballs out. And I can imagine how she's feeling. And this is not even a year. It's almost a year since he's been gone. But I can imagine how she's feeling. And I was a bit insensitive in the very beginning, not understanding, not that I wasn't trying to understand. It's just that I just didn't understand her way of grieving because it's not my way of grieving. Ended up finding out that she eats a whole bunch of junk food and she doesn't eat very healthy. And in the very beginning, I was frustrated about that. And I understand why now. Because my late father used to buy her Twinkies and goodies and stuff when he'd come home from work, and it used to make her happy. And now that he's gone, she doesn't have that. So now I've been buying her cookies, cakes, and chips and junk food. But now she's actually eating regular food now with the junk food. So, and she wasn't showering or wanting to change her clothes before because she was utterly depressed. But she's now, trying to wash her face now and changing her clothes without me having to ask her. She's been a little bit happier, and and then since Seida's been back, he's under quarantine for another, I don't know, few more weeks because he left and undid his quarantine when he did what he did. I'm not mentioning it. I told you I would not mention it. No more. But it's all forgiven. I've learned how to forgive my family, but I had to learn how to forgive myself over lots of things. If that makes sense. You can't forgive others unless you forgive yourself for things. And I had to learn, it's okay that we're in a hotel. We have 4 walls. We are, sheltered from elements, and just having that sense of appreciation and gratefulness. There's some times where I've had to separate myself from a video game called Second Life from people who don't value your feelings, your real life feelings behind the avatar, but they want you to value theirs. So it seems like an uneven way to be. Like, I don't know how to say the words, like hypocritical a bit. So I've had to learn how to forgive myself for even being around such people, and for that long period of time when God has sent me signs that they were pretty much fake. And I have to remember, these people are characters in a video game. They're really not even real. Their situations are not even real. They could pretend to be anything. They could be anything that they want. They can make up a real life story that they want. They can make up stuff on voice that's not even true. They can make up all kinds of stuff. So I've had to learn how to get back to the sense of reality of things, that these people are just a character in a video game. Yeah, they might be real people behind the avatar, but they sure do pick and choose when they want to treat you like you're real, when they want to treat you like you're a pixel. So I was on my main alt yesterday, changing up my profile, basically stating how I really feel about things. And my main alt is Alicia Joya Haven alt resident inside Second Life. And I've completely separated myself from people. I mean, yeah, I do things and I enjoy certain aspects of this place, this game, but I don't enjoy like the majority of the people and the people that used to be my friends. And that's why they're now blocked, muted, de-rendered, all that fun crap. And I realize that they lie about their real life situations. They lie about their Second Life situations. They lie about other people because they themselves are not happy in their real life. And I don't know whether to be angry about it or whether to feel sorry for them. Or, you know what I mean? I don't know, because I'm really conflicted, to be honest, between those feelings. And, but living in a hotel and being basically on my own with 3 other people, dealing with my mom's mental state, my son's epilepsy and his mental state, and then dealing with so many things. And I really haven't even been able to grieve over my own father yet, who passed away, because I've been on go, go, go. I've been dealing with my son's issues. I've been dealing with my mom's issues, and it's been quite overwhelming. But I've also been trying to find a balance with that. But I've also been trying to understand people even inside of a virtual video game. But then, like I said, they're just characters in a video game. They don't care about my real life feelings behind the avatar, but they want me to care about theirs, which is really weird. So instead of focusing on these virtual people inside this video game called Second Life, except for a few people like my best friend Mac and my wife and a couple other few people, I decided just to really be more active, obviously, inside my real life, because that is the place where I need to be to work on myself. And that's exactly what I've been doing. That's the reason why I do my live streams, because there's no editing. It's raw. It's who I am. I could be a real loving person, or I could be the most hateful jerk you've ever known in your life. And unfortunately, I'm the same way in this video game called Second Life. I am who I am behind the avatar. You piss me off, I'm putting you on blast. You're really nice to me, I promote you. There's no in between. If you're just one of those people that says hi to me and is really good to me, and we're not friends and we're still cool, hey, we're still cool. I'll always answer your instant messages, like Moni, you know what I mean, for instance. And I'll even state who I am, that I am the alt of Alicia Joya Haven on Second Life. I'll even give that out because I have nothing to hide. I have really, literally nothing to hide, everybody. But I also wanted to show you my real life because it is what it is. And I am working on making it better. But I have to show you where I'm at here and now, because how are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to relate? What if you're going through things? What if you're going through things? You know, what if you're going through things and you feel like you're the only one? What if you're living in a hotel and you're about to live in a hotel? How are you supposed to know how it's done? I've had met a few people who are in the same predicament that I'm in. And they don't know my tricks. And so I teach them my tricks. And like, oh, wow, really? Really? Oh my God, I could have saved $500. Like, yeah, you could have saved $500. You could save $800. You could save $700, $340 something and some right cents. You know, I use coupon codes out the yang yang, and I'm very good at using codes and coupons. I'm very savvy. I've had to learn how to manipulate my finances in such a way where I've just had to just take care of things. I go to my storage unit sometimes and I take pictures of some of my things and I put them on Craigslist, or I put them to be for sale, and I make a little extra cash that way. And, you know, I am not afraid to do what I've got to do to take care of my family. And bless you, Saya. So, I mean, my situation is what it is. I used to be ashamed and angry about my situation, but I feel like this is a way to be empowering to people who are going through things, because I don't want you guys to go through it alone. But also, if you're going through something in Second Life where people are just utter jerks, just mute, block, derender, and forget they even existed. Even so-called sisters, brothers, friends, children, brothers, sisters, moms, dads, whatever you have, for your own sanity in the real world, because you leave that, when you click that X button inside Second Life, you still carry that in your mind after you log out. It still remains here. I remember there was a time when I used to log out of Second Life, and I was always in Second Life all the time. And I would literally like be standing at a bus stop waiting for my son to get off work, and I would literally be moving like an AO. Like my avatar would move inside the video game. Or I would wake up, or I would dream about Second Life. Or I would, you know, start gesturing with my voice and saying, "Oh my God," like that. Or, doing things like that and bleeding Second Life to real life. And you have to understand that real life, even though you have problems, it's better than being on a virtual video game and living your life forever in it, because this is your life. You're just wasting away in front of a computer all day. If you're dancing in a video game, but what you're really doing is watching an animation and clicking buttons to change the animation. You're not really touching the person physically. You're not really smelling what they smell, like eating with them, fighting with them face to face. You can't run away. But in Second Life, you can click the X button and run away. I'd rather be in the real world and show you guys my real life. And then again, this is like all the prep work I've done. Mom's potato chips. Saying his stuff, he's getting himself prepared. My mom's bag, the guinea pig, and her stuff. I mean, this is what it is. So we're getting ready to leave in a week. There's a lot of anxiety and frustration and anger that goes along with it during this time period. And in the very beginning, it was really rough in that area. My family and I would constantly be fighting all the time and arguing and being really tense. And now it's getting smoother and smoother and smoother as we plan ahead to pack up some of our things. So that is what it is. So my advice, if you're living in a hotel, pack up your things a week in advance before you have to leave a hotel. Or keep things pretty neat and organized as you are. Or put things away, clean up after yourself. So if you just have to get up and go, if you have an emergency, you can just grab your stuff, go pack up in the car in like 30 minutes. In my car, I have an SUV, so I pretty much pack 3 people, a guinea pig, and our stuff. And I hightail it and pray to Jesus my tires don't pop. Or I don't accidentally run somebody over because my brakes don't want to work too well when I have all that weight in my car. I'm very grateful for my vehicle. So if you're, like I said, if you're living in a hotel, keep yourself streamlined. Don't go over buying food, especially towards the end. If you're living 28 days like I do, don't overbuy on cleansers. Don't overbuy on anything, because it creates extra space. You have to pack it away. There's more work in packing it. There's more work in keeping it stored. And then you have to pack it and put it away in the car when you have to leave to go to a new hotel. So Also, if you're traveling with a pet, make sure you find hotels that offer free, like your pets can stay free, because I've been at a hotel where they actually charge $20 a night plus tax for our guinea pig. Yeah, that adds up quick. That's like $600 plus tax for a guinea pig. And they charge the 20-something% tax on top of that money. They don't play around. So I would do pet-friendly hotels that are free. There are some that are pet-friendly, but they charge an erroneous sum of money for, a pet that you take care of, that you clean up after. You know what I mean? That doesn't cause any damage to a hotel room, like a guinea pig who's mainly in a cage and likes to roam around, when her door is open, which is all day. And she goes right to bed at night. She lets us know when she's tired and she wants to go to bed. She lets us know when she wants her cage covered with her blanket, and she knows it's her blanket. But if you have a pet, take that into consideration. If you have disabilities, make sure you find one with an ADA style tub, so you're always on the bottom floor and you don't have to worry about traveling in an elevator. And it has a good size area so that your wheelchair can go on in. Just make sure you emotionally prepare yourself to move a week in advance, and even mentally prepare yourself to move. That's what I actually have to do. And I've actually had to open up a dialogue with my family, letting them know, hey, we're about to leave in a week. This is where we're going to go. We've been here before. This is all the places you can go. Wear your mask. I do the wear your mask talk. Stay 6 feet away. Wash your hands. Sanitize your hand talk with my family all the time. And we go from there. And then we try to live our lives. And I'm still looking for, Section 8, HUD, even separating my family into 2 different locations to pay for rooms for them to stay in. I'm still looking for that all over the place. Nothing's working out so far, but I'm still trying, even though I'm working full time. So I'm doing everything I can, and it's very stressful sometimes, but I'm learning slowly on how to deal with the stress and deal with the situations that I have to go through. So this is what happens. I'm going to go and log out for now. It's almost 11:30. I have an hour and a half to eat my dinner and take a shower and get myself soothed down for bed, because I have to be in bed by 2 p.m. and I have to be up at 10 o'clock to leave by 11 to be at work by midnight. So I work really late, and thank you guys for your love and support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And there's other things that are going on, but they're good things. They're not like negative things at all. So I thank you guys again for everything, and we'll see you later. It says I love you in American Sign Language, and I'll give more tips with my screen sometime after we get to the other hotel on how I save for hotels. And I'm not going to give you my exact chain of hotels I like going to, because I don't want you guys stalking me and I'm going to have to like hurt somebody. No, I'm playing. I actually have friends that we actually follow each other to different hotels. Yeah, I made so many new friends now that even other families, we network together. Oh, you're going to be at this hotel? We're going to be at this hotel? We're going to be at this hotel? And sometimes we actually have meetings together, face to face, but 6 feet with our masks and our families. Anyways, I love you guys again. I am gone. I'm going to go be dead to the world in an hour and a half. So, all right, I got to go.